Now then, library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Okay, Brain.
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
Interesting. Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Okay, fair enough. Not sure I can help with the... Is it like the kind of the soft way the French do any kind of UV interaction? It's kind of long. Not sure there's an English analog I can think of. Fair enough. It's like you try to make an E sound with your tongue, but purse your lips slightly. I'm gonna make an ass out of myself, aren't I? My dad is also really excited for Wheel of Time on Amazon. He's debating subscribing to Prime for it. Nice. Excited for Foundation. Nice. So is it like I'm really bad at French accents. Like I am atrocious at French accents. So I don't know if I want to try, but
good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Excellent. And look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
Okay.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Nice. Okay, put that away. Now, I can interact with the jacket, and I don't know why.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
How'd it get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Okay, think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Awesome. Read so far the Foundation is so-so, which kind of makes sense to me. Hard to translate to film. Would need some real creative adaptation for someone really good. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so that's disgusting.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Don't want to wipe my hands in my pants. Let's just flick them. Right.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Beautiful. I was wearing gloves. It's fine. Seagull shit and pelican shit. Coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. Stop messing with coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is too strong. Interesting. I hate pelican shit. Moonshine probably smells like tasty fermentation. Ooh. Still waiting for someone to adapt the Fuzzy series by H. Beam Piper. Not familiar with that one. Makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. Tarp will keep out neither rain, nor snow, nor wind. Okay, fair enough. And more bottles. Okay. I find it slightly funny that Kim is probably just judging me for the fact that I'm carrying around a bag full of bottles. Well, there's the church here. He said the trap was over by the church, so let's be focused for once. Never mind, there's money up there. Go, go, go! Out of the way, Kim. Yeah, 50 cents. There's Chronos hair in my water. That cat. What's this? Must have taken a lot of patience. Okay, and this? Painted with pastels, someone's trying to bring cheer to the world. Okay. Interesting. Let's not investigate his tent without permission. What's this? Tribalistic markings. Post is covered in little humanoids. Pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. And trash from an unending party.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up.
If I could grow my hair longer, it'd actually look a lot like Harry, with the mutton chops and all. Ah, fair enough. With or without the expression, though. Or is there water in Kronos' shed hair? I mean, there you go. That's what it is.
Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push it over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Beautiful.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
The lieutenant gestures towards the young woman next to the tent. Fair enough. We'll talk to... Whoa. Brain. There's someone's home away from home, just like yours. Great. Okay, you.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Is it just me, or does the music get really fucking loud at some points? Because I can turn that down, but I don't know how it is on your guys' end.
Oh. Hello there.
Hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Aw.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Fair enough. It's freezing, where's your hat?
Huh?
She looks up at you distracted. I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I do. I should and I do.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
Beautiful. It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying outside in the weather.
Yeah, well... Look, man. Fuck the hat.
Yeah, fair enough. I can try to regain authority. I've got no chance of doing it. What is my authority at, by the way? 3. And it's at -1 from items, so it's, yeah. Right. Fair enough. Is the language necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else.
Right.
My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
There's a pained expression on her face. She'll answer your questions now. Aww. What's your name?
Estelle.
Excellent. What's your surname?
Why?
Why indeed?
Okay.
What's the device you have?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
I think I know what a contact microphone is, but tell me more.
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. Okay, Encyclopedia, but any news on my wife's name or my mother?
No,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Fucking hell. I swear the game's listening to me. So how does it work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Fair enough. Where'd you get the mic?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's that?
Oh man, You haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
Aw.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Of course you did.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Fair enough. Who is Arno?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
Hey, I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
Excellent. Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a rec tape player and a completely trashed hostel room. Yeah, sure.
That's cool.
She breathes on her fingers, looks like she doesn't know what to say. You're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
I need to stop doing that. I keep on damaging my own morale. Anything to do with Contact Mike the Boxer?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
Excellent. What about the Boxer?
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
That's fair. Right. Non-mic questions.
Okay.
What are you doing here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
Excellent. What are you recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead. Okay. What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What a dick. What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Drugs, then.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
I love drama. May I ask the community a question? Go for it, Bathrobe. What are the recordings for?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Fair enough.
She looks at the recording device. The thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish. Very useless all of a sudden.
I feel bad for asking.
Take this, you're cold.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's a sentence I'm going to use. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Dalton! Thank you very much for the resub. 7 months, hell yeah. Okay, do I give her my hat? No, I'm gonna give her a hat. I don't remember what my hat does, but it looks cool, but I should give it to her.
Thanks.
She puts it on. It's a bit large for her. Aww. I lost Dick Mullen's hat. That's a shame. Right, you said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
Okay, the boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Okay.
And why is that?
And why are you freezing out here while they're inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Such as?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
You mean like the headphones your boyfriend sold?
Yep. They were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Fair enough. Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
Okay then. Other questions?
Go ahead.
Well, I can do a really high empathy roll, but let's keep asking her things first. I'd probably pop in to watch Outer Worlds. I plan to play Kingmaker in the future. Fair. There it is. After I play Dragon Age, should I finish Outer Worlds, finish Pathfinder Kingmaker, or start a playthrough of something new? Are you enjoying Outer Worlds? Because a lot of people seem to be divided in that game. Personally, I love it, but if you're enjoying Outer Worlds, I would say finish that. But tell me more about the music place.
It's supposed to become like a club for Nordic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum.
Okay.
Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles as a mean wind comes bellowing in. The 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice.
Interesting.
There will never be a club for anodic music here.
Excellent.
Not in a million years.
Okay. So what is anodic music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Apparently I completed a secret task. I didn't even know I had secret tasks. Well, that's good. Such as?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
Okay.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes.
Aw.
This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a step up from acoustic instruments. What comes after it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness, or something finer?
Conceptualization is on one there. Right, so you want to turn the church into a club.
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it.
Okay.
Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Why do you ask?
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
Okay, I like strange things. I'll talk to him.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Enough about the church. Other questions.
Go ahead.
Right. Decently high, 3/4 roll on empathy.
The device is still
Nice.
warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
Right. I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice, feeling miserable at your age or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark. Do you or have you ever listened to Scooter? The name rings a bell, but I don't know for a fact, Bornson. If you want to put some of it up on the Discord, I'll take a look at it after the stream.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
The dark.
I know. I'll stick to it.
Oh.
Aww. Her teeth rattle. She takes the device from you and places it in her lap.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
Okay.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
Don't know if that's a good discussion we want to get into when I only have 2 magnesium left. Some of the upcoming humor might be lost on you without listening to it. Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, I've listened to a lot of different kinds of music, so meh. But I mean, I once listened to a soundtrack that was quite literally made out of the sounds of broken glass, screaming, and tires screeching. So you said eating me. There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there's something that's been making my life hell. Let's open up to this kid.
What is it?
I think it's the plight of the working class. Everybody's just mooching off the entrepreneurial class, shackling the doers. I think it's all these foreign people. Oh, good God. People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. Let's go with that.
Oh, really?
Sure. No one understands that sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing. That's not where I was going with that game, but okay.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress?
Maybe. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady progress. I just wish people would be a little bit more reasonable. I mean, that's probably not it. Screw it, let's commit.
Okay. So you're not that upset, it sounds like.
Told you I'm highly distressed by the state of affairs.
Uh-huh. And you're sure it's social progress you're distressed about, and not, I don't know, some chick?
Yeah, fair enough. Now that you mention it, I found these letters I'd thrown in the trash. They might have something to do with it.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
First, they had the faintest scent of chewing gum on them. I could smell it under the shit. Wow. They were written in woman's hand, and oh boy, did reading them make me feel not good. Let's go with that.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
No clue.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
I remember her scent, but that's all.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise? Come to think of it, the whore could have written them to her lover. Wow! Right, no, I'm pretty sure.
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
What do you mean by selective memory? I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erased all memory of this world, or you might have a point. Let's see what she means exactly.
Man, when I get hurt, I just want to forget that shit, you know? That kind of selective memory.
It's probably a combination of selective memory and getting drunk, because my brain is quite literally holding it from me. But yeah, let's probably ease towards selective memory.
Yeah. Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
And explain.
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
You know, I'm not sure this made things better. Yeah, you know what? No, thanks. Thanks for the bullshit psych thing.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten, though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
No, I'm too curious.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
Excellent. Okay, that's it for now.
Okay, bye.
Brain?
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
But? must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. That's because I keep saying none of this is none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? Is this because I keep on saying none of the above?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Okay, explain.
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
And how do you bring those about?
Incrementally. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly.
Right.
That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
I mean, yes and no, because eventually there's going to be some things that some people view as a natural path of evolution and a natural path of, thinking progression. But other people are going to see as completely ass backwards and make absolutely no sense. So to some people it's going to be an avalanche, and to some people it's going to be a light dusting. So... What about all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future.
Okay.
You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working.
I mean, yeah, fair.
What rationality?
Logic approves. Is the Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo? It's a fair question.
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Good question. It depends on how shitty the status quo is. In this universe, probably not.
Then you've never lived through real chaos. Sometimes, in the face of great disaster, defending the status quo is progress.
It's actually well thought. Yeah, fair. So what's the Kingdom of Conscience supposed to actually be like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
Sounds good so far.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
I don't know, I kind of enjoy the sexual parts. Sounds incredible. Allons-y, let's go there right now. Or, it seems fine, I still want to live for the present, opt out. Or, sounds kind of terrible, I don't think I want to be a moralist. So, okay, opting into something like this, does that affect things immediately, or does it not affect things until you actually embrace it in your things? Thought things. Internalize, that's the word I'm looking for. Because I like having options, and I like seeing what the options are. But if I opt in and it blocks off everything else, then I kind of don't want to do that. Let's say we want to live for the present for the moment. We'll opt out for now.
What you want is immaterial. The Kingdom of Conscience is coming, whether you like it or not.
Oh, you can always opt in and not adopt it. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Next time I'll know better. Right. First off, do I have any other hats? Trying to see which of these might be hats. Doesn't look like it. Opting in just adds it to your thought choices. I don't know if it does anything more than that, like it sets a variable or something. Oh, okay, fair enough. What am I currently wearing? There's a hat? Is that a hat? Oh, that is a hat. Wait, there's two hats? Is that a hat? Oh, that is a hat. My bad. +2 to logic, -2 to perception. +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. Let's go with that. I look amazing. Right.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Okay.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Yeah, okay. Squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
Okay, so Kim has to say out.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Aw.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
Aw. Poor Kim.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
I think he might be sliding me there. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. Yeah, that's the exit. Speaker, the big kind they use for live music. Also, there's plenty of room for her to be in here.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Awful nice of him.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Brian, tell me more.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like.
Fun.
Imbecilic, yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
Well, let's not be rude. Let's shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
Excellent.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg!
The tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably anodic music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Okay. How many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Okay. Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Go on.
Also for talent.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Okay.
Place is a shithole.
Not gonna fault you there, it's fair.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need, the place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Fair.
Dopeheads.
Thank you, Egghead.
Burnouts.
He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revershoal.
Excellent.
Strike that. The word.
Beautiful.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there were the worst kind.
Go on.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dope heads and burnouts really are.
I mean, fair enough.
Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
Won't stand for any narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. What does that mean? I'm guessing narcotic maniacs. That's fair. Yeah, let's go for that. No narcomaniacs.
Yes. And the worst part is, they're also spooky.
What exactly do you mean?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Okay.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
I mean, there is that.
People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I can either look into it and get the task. Don't do it now, don't do it ever. Screw it, why not? I'll look into it.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Nice. What's the status of the church?
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
You locked people inside the church.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Okay, where's the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden, cool, infused move, tossed it to you in your general direction. Oh no! Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you. 42% chance. Go!
It's as if time has frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air. Yeah, this is going to be way cool.
Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort.
Blam! Straight in the eye. Straight in the old eye orb. In the looking ball.
Beautiful.
A stabbing pain. Tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye.
Ouch, goddamn asshole. What is wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in pain?
Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad.
Awesome.
Got overexcited. I threw him too hard. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Looks like
good
he's
God.
genuinely sorry. He didn't throw them better.
Right. I'm sorry. Bend your face in mockery of his useless contrition. You almost I murdered me. That's use of lethal force. Oh no.
I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay?
He pulls out some black paper from his belt pack.
Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there.
What do you think? Do we want to be corrupt or not? Take the cash? Don't take the cash. I could use the cash. I mean, technically, I'm not supposed to take the money. I'm going to take the money.
I hope that settles it. Or wait.
25 bucks. No, I'm happy I took the money.
The key?
He cautiously hands you the yellow key ring.
He is shifting in his spot, uncomfortably, still feeling sorry for the mishap.
Beautiful.
We were talking about the padlock, I think.
It's true. How long have these people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
Okay, how can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Wonderful.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Okay. Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
Beautiful. Okay, I'm for it. What does that even mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
He looks at his friend with an expression of profound understanding. Yeah, okay.
I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
I get by. Now, where was I with the padlock?
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of one smart cop.
Beautiful. Right, other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who are the people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't seen them and you want the cops involved.
Well, there's also the machinery.
Go on.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
Thank you, Inland.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
Harry's aversion to remembering his past reminds me of Wolverine a little bit. Also, Andre's a treasure. He is! Okay, strange machines.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Okay.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
Wonderful.
No, the other one.
Other feeling.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Aw, poor Egg.
For this man, even regular silence is awful enough. But that was something greater.
Interesting. So you haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
Sounds like finishing Outer Worlds will be your next endeavor. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I mean, if you enjoy it, go for it. Right. What about that? What was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
Okay.
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Beautiful.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
Okay. A crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
I'm intrigued.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Well said, Noid.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Ambush behavior. Crab man. Are you sure it was a crab man?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. A cell was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Yeah, okay.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Can you tell me about the machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
Okay. So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dopeheads if you haven't seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
Okay.
Why not? Let's go with that.
Oh, I failed rhetoric. Oh, it's because of my new hat, too. That's a shame. I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
He makes little quotation marks with his fingers as he says technology. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
Who are the people that own the church?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Okay. What do you mean metering?
You know, Of Meteo, concerning Meteo.
And that is?
Meteo, a country on Muindi, on the Muindi Isla.
Sure.
One of the poorest of the first world nations today, but once a great ancient civilization. Capital, Tilakos by Percentic.
Gotcha. And the founding party?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
Okay. And?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system, no?
Okay. Doesn't sound like they would appreciate the dance club. Sounds like exactly the kind of who... Blah, blah, blah. They sound like exactly the kind of who would want loud That sentence does not compute. But yes, let's say they like loud music.
You're right, they do.
He says with the slightest hint of irony. Beautiful.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
Now is the time on Sprockets where we dance. He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Wonderful.
Unity.
Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will now break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Okay. Enjoy the beat, nod your head. Don't understand what you're talking about. I guess love can be pretty hardcore. Egghead's amazing, you're right. You're right, how could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the church. Or no. Right, nod your head and enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
Nice. So, I know what a posse is, but my character doesn't. Hey, he's actually nodding along. Look at that. Wonderful. What color would we say Harry's suit is? Well, in this picture, it's light green. Like, baby shit green.
Your posse's like your people, man. Like you got your cup posse. You look out for each other and you party together. That's a posse.
Egghead's wonderful.
And where is your posse, detective? Nothing comes to you. The world is silent.
Sounds like you're just saying random things. Love, posse, make noise. I guess love can be pretty hardcore.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
Awesome. Pea green with a gray shirt. If I can look at his front, I'd be able to tell you more, but I think the shirt we currently have on is... I think it's supposed to be white. I don't think it's white anymore, but I think it's supposed to be. You know what? Let's say that they would be super enthusiastic about dance music in the church.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
He seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Wonderful.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with the screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
White shirt, green suit, and I need to buy the horrific tie.
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Ooh, can we dance?
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world! Get this church shit on, and then dance there, motherfucker!
Oh, the necktie is wonderful. Right, talk about the tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you've brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
Going to attempt a Harry costume. Hell yeah. And it's distilled.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say to that.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
Okay.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
Damn. Thank you for the hydrate bathrobe. I got a medium success, but not enough.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
So, I could try to do a very hard logic test. What's my logic at the moment? Let's level it up one. Not that it's gonna help, but let's level it up one. It's still 3%. Oh, it's still rolling against a 6. Let's leave and go back in.
We'll be right here. Wait.
And see if there's anything I can increase my logic with. Drama, half-light, visual, esprit de corps, endurance. More drama. Inland Empire, electrochemistry, suggestion, kingdom of consciousness, perception, logic. Okay. There we go. I look better.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Okay, we're up to 8. Let's give it a shot.
Well, first of all, you're a smart cop, and a smart cop like you would understand if something wasn't quite right. So this should be easy.
Well, damn.
Indeed. So one of them came upon the abandoned church. They want to turn it into a club for dance music, but agents of narcomania have overrun it. You shudder to think of all the narco they must have already consumed in there. Narco is bad.
Right, I'm convinced it's bad.
Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
As always,
Okay.
We'll be right here.
Need to talk to Noid.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Probably gonna have narco when they pull my bad tooth. Probably, yeah. What is a sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Continues to rearrange his tools. Wonderful. Tell me about the machines you saw.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery.
Okay.
Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
Awesome.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachel's sister revolution on the Grand Isola. It's known as a severely degenerated rogue state.
Okay. Don't be too hard on Samara. They're all alone in the world. Half of what we know of them is just propaganda. What's wrong with the supernatural? The supernatural, so you think it's real, that it really exists. Yeah, don't be hard on Samara.
I know, man. I was just talking about the aesthetic.
Yeah, fair enough. What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it, though.
Yeah, okay.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
Okay, and the supernatural, you think it's real, and that it exists.
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs.
Okay.
Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Excellent. And why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
Excellent. Picks up some sort of widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
Of course it would. Right, I'll come back later. Egghead.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Walshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Okay.
Hardcore!
Excellent. Say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing?
Hardcore to the mega!
Alright.
Here comes the night!
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Could there have been a right way out of the path? Okay. Apparently
The young
that's
man
a
with
thing.
The tape recorder acknowledges your return.
It's hardcore guy. It is. Hey Divine, how you doing?
As though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore.
Is it?
It's hardcore!
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
Excellent. Hold on.
The heavyweight jam.
Says the young man with the tape player and the large Bordero boots.
Hardcore!
It's hardcore, right? Doing good, disco lives. Say nothing.
Hardcore!
But is it?
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it.
Drama's amazing. Continue.
Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name. Could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
So, is this Van Eyck I'm hearing?
You know about him?
He moves his mouth, but sound doesn't come out. His eyes are the size of saucers. Looks like you've rendered him speechless.
You know Van Eyck?
I'm a major Van Eyck head. Your friend Estelle mentioned him. Let's play along. Yeah, I'm into it.
Wow.
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
I mean, fair.
So am I! So am I!
He begins to shake his head so everyone would understand.
Oh, is that why they call you Egghead? Because
Oh, God. Andre almost falls over backward from the realization.
Egghead to the mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man!
Awesome. The skinny wraith. It's a good descriptor.
The Advent?
Okay. That didn't solve the puzzle, though. We're close, says the young man with the tape player and the large Bordero boots. Okay.
Hard, full, car!
Say nothing.
Car!
Still say nothing.
Car to the mega!
Still say nothing.
Internally coherent.
What's your tie up to? Hey, Maglor. My tie has been super thrilled about the idea of getting a club open. So that's what it's been up to. It also wants me to butt chug some embalming fluid. So I mean, there's that. That was last week, by the way. But yeah, this week just wants me to dance. Interesting, right? I support Ty's quest for the club, right? We have to dance. It's required. I'm gonna still say nothing and see what happens.
Encore! All right! Yeah!
Continue being quiet.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Has karaoke happened? Not yet.
Hardcore!
He lets out an agonized roar over the feeble-ish, obviously not too hardcore beat below. So hardcore!
Is it though?
He stops dead in his track, tilting his head to one side. It is!
But is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the other side like an owl. What? I just got 180'd by Egghead.
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
So if I had a better success with Inland, I could get somewhere with this. But now we know how to get there, so that's nice. I was thinking that too.
I am the mic enforcer. I am the chicks checker. Yeah!
Great. I can increase Inland. Hold on. Come on. One of these does it. Okay, that's a plus to Inland. And I thought I had others. Maybe not. Well, I got up to 6. Maybe level that up. We'll see.
We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore.
Okay, still say nothing.
Mega,
More nothing.
internally coherent.
More nothing.
Encore! All right! Yeah!
More nothing.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore! Ah!
Shame you didn't have a kitty. Kitty would pass every check. It's true. Kitties know. Maglor, how are you today, by the way? So hardcore.
Is it though?
It is.
But is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle
Damn.
of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent.
Yeah, I don't
You
know what to say.
haven't
Under the radar, over the top.
Picky game. It is a picky game. It's true. Okay, well, let's get my logic glasses back. And let's get reaction speed up. There we go. Getting crazy mixed messages from school. How so? Nice beats in there, though.